immigration is a terrible thing for this country. I think you have to come in legally. Ideally, you have to come in through merit. We need people coming in because we have many companies coming into our country. They're pouring in. I believe we have to have legal immigration, not illegal immigration.
Come here legally. We want immigrants, the president says. But a new rule announced by the Trump administration earlier today makes it harder for low-income legal immigrants who receive food stamps or other government assistance to stay in this country. NBC News reporting, quote, the rule, which has been in the works since last year, would favor wealthier applicants in the American immigration system and could dramatically reshape the nation's immigration system, according to the Migration Policy Institute and immigration think tank. The table is back. In fact, the executive director of the National Immigration Law Center said this news is a cruel new step toward weaponizing programs that are intended to help people by making them instead a means of separating families and sending immigrants and communities of color one message: you are not welcome here.
This is what white nationalism looks like in policy. I mean, I've been saying this all along, that white nationalism's belief is America is a white Christian straight country. And if you're not a white straight Christian, then they don't want you here. And whether that is done by terrifying people with sort of aggressive, drastic raids by ICE, whether that's by policies created by Stephen Miller to make it harder and harder for people to get here, they want to reshape and change the demographics of the United States of America, and this is how they're going to do it.
And Ken Cuccinelli was asked about give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. And his answer was, I'm not prepared to take anything down from the Statue of Liberty.
I think they've already defiled the Statue of Liberty in a pretty extreme way, starting from the executive order that Donald Trump attempted to ban travelers from certain Muslim nations. And we've seen this sustained effort by the Trump administration to essentially stop immigration. We aren't bringing in refugees anymore. It's a stain, a moral stain on America that there is a huge refugee crisis in the world right now, and that we are literally just saying, like, no, not us, when previously the whole point of America was that we're a place that welcomed those who wanted to contribute and wanted a chance at a better life.
That is the basis of the American dream. Michelle Sindor tweeted this today. The question remains, what does this administration say to many using public benefits as a bridge to the American dream, including in pursuit of professional degrees and technical trainings as they get on their feet? And if I can go back to El Paso, how many times do you hear a 16-year-old girl, like, emotionally talking with love about her mother? In this case, it was a mom who had come from Mexico with no language skills, who got her GED and then got her degree and is helping to support their family. Isn't that what the American dream is? It's not just somebody who comes over because they want to go and get their PhD at an Ivy League university.
Right, and that's what it always has been. And from this administration, it's not just about curtailing illegal immigration, as they put it. It's about really limiting legal immigration. And they say they want to switch to a more merit-based system. That's how they're framing this going forward. But it's also just about dramatically cutting the numbers overall. That they feel like that's good policy, but also the sense that that's good politics. They think that's, again, what's going to resonate with their voters. Those are sort of white working class voters, whether they're in the Rust Belt or not, who feel threatened by immigrants, who feel like they've taken my jobs, or my children now go to a school where Spanish is spoken almost as much as English, and things like that are resonating with their voters in a negative way. And this administration is going to lean on that time and time again. They've shown no signs of backing off.
And by the way, the Associated Press did a review of the census, and it showed that the people exactly in this category that are being targeted, in fact, use benefits like Medicaid, food aid, SSI at a lower rate than low-income native-born adults.